Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're still like deep fried, bro. And also, I see myself on a delay. Look.
Okay, hold on one sec. We'll get it right before we start.
Okay, 1 second.
Dan is going to fidget around a little bit. How are you?
I'm doing good. I didn't sleep yet, but I'm chilling out. What's up?
You said you didn't sleep yet?
No, because I didn't want to.
Okay, sleep is optional for you.
Sleeps for the week.
Sometimes, yeah.
So how much do you sleep usually in like a per night average?
I'll get like 6, 7, but it just takes me a while at least to go to sleep. And when I go to sleep, otherwise sometimes I'll skip a day or two.
So you can skip a day or two of sleep and then sleep for 6 or 7 and you're fine?
I don't sleep like an 8 after like a 2 or 3 day bender.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is that if I wake up after like 6 hours after that, I wake up like I'm sticky, like my brain is like really slow and foggy, and
Right.
my brain feels heavy.
Right. That's
Kinda
interesting. I think that's awesome that you can do that. I mean, sleep.
Yeah, same. To be honest.
Good for you, brother. All right, so is everything looking good back there, Dan, or you need a couple more minutes?
Very unhealthy though. But
Do we still sound deep fried, or is it all good?
you are chilling.
We're chilling.
Okay, so
cool.
is everything good on your end, Felix?
Yeah, I don't see anymore, but yeah,
You don't see me anymore.
I don't see. I see. Oh, because you guys project when I'm talking back at me. So as soon as I talk, I'm back in. Is there a way to just change that or not?
Oh,
Yeah, there is. Here, I got you.
Okay, okay.
Oh no, I can just pin you. I think. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you can pin us.
No, it's
or
because it's the switch here.
Dan
1
can
second.
fix it. 1 sec.
I think I can fix it. Hold on. Hold on.
But since you guys run this show, if there's anything on the screen you don't like a sponsor or something like that, I'll take it off, whatever that is, because I'm just drinking like whatever tea or like water.
Thank you
or whatever.
for saying that. No, you're good. Appreciate the thought, though.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. You know, it's nice to talk about this stuff. I do think it's important, so it'll be good to have a chat about it.
That definitely is a pretty big point on the internet. Oh, it's doing it still, but whenever it happens, you're like in the corner.
Let's fix that. I want to make sure it's fixed before we get
unless
going.
unless I remove myself.
Dan, do you have any? He's working on it. Sorry. Just give us 1 minute.
Don't worry about it. I mean, it's Zoom after all.
For some reason, the Zoom works better with tech when it works.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You think he should hide himself?
Yeah.
So he can hide his camera, then he'll just see us?
Just look at our feed.
Can you try that?
The problem is he's seeing our switch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a delay.
Oh.
So anytime Ian switches, he's seeing himself. I'm working on a workaround for that.
I mean, okay. Is it okay? Should we get started, do you think, Dan? I mean, I
might need a few minutes to fix it, so if you don't want to wait for it, I can still be working on it while you guys start talking.
For me, it's fine. Since it's a production.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. As long as you'll fix it at one point, I'll be fine. Also, okay, somebody says mirror the camera. No, I can do that. Change the gallery. I already have gallery. We're good. I think it's because their tech switches from the speaker. Yeah, you guys mirror back at me pretty much, right? Oh wait, well, it's fixed.
Oh, good.
Oh wait, what? When you talk, you show me.
When I talk, it shows you.
Yes, that was what I was explaining.
He just sees our feed, our stream feed.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, you would have to mirror yourself pretty much, but otherwise it's fine.
All right, I guess we'll just get started. Sorry about that.
Don't about it. That's fine. Let's just pretend like it's not there.
So I just want to say, first off, like I was saying, thank you for doing this. I think it's an important conversation to have, and I think you're the right person to talk to about it. Simply because I feel, and I think you would agree with this premise, that you push the fair use value, or apparently you don't even care about fair use at all. And I don't want to put words on your mouth, so you can correct me where I'm wrong. But you seem to not care about it, or at least you push it as far as it can go. So you seem like the right person to talk about it with.
Okay, so I think there's 3 points to that. I don't want to get too debatey yet, but basically, I think I value a good life product, right? 1, 2. I think I'm the right guy because I do a lot of it. I do good reacts, bad reacts, but overall I do a high density of reacts. I do a lot of it. But on top of that, against popular belief, I guess these days, I ask for permission a lot, and I try to make an ecosystem where things are good and not conflictual.
Right.
That's the main point. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, that's all fair. That's all good. I want to make one, I guess I want to make one thing clear at the top, is that I want to focus on the YouTube uploads. Because the Twitch streaming itself, I feel like is too much of a gray zone, and there's industry standard. I would be less, I would be more hesitant to call what happens on Twitch a violation of any kind. So I just want to focus on what you upload to your YouTube channel. Is that okay?
Okay, so that's gonna be a yes and a no, because I truly believe that Twitch is somewhat of a competitor on VODs. If Twitch didn't have VODs, then that'd be wrong. That'd be right. But Twitch has VODs, and all the VODs stay up. When people react, they leave the VODs up. It's quite the same thing as being able to watch or listen to music on stuff that remains in the VOD.
Okay, that's true. But just for the sake of this conversation, I just want to focus on, because like from a legal perspective, and I know you don't really care about the legality of it, and that's fine. But I just want to focus on like the YouTube videos as they stand as like a product. I understand that the VODs are on Twitch, and that would create an inherent problem as well. But just for the sake of the conversation, to keep things clean and keep us from getting too messy, that's my focus. If that's okay with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay. Just for the sake of having a good argument, I'll do that. Except for when the topic matters.
Sure.
Right. It really matters. If it doesn't, overall fine. But there are certain points that like it plays a big role into it. If it's too big, I think I want to ignore it. But
you know what? That's 100% fine. I guess I'm just saying that for myself, so that when I'm talking, you understand that I'm talking about your YouTube channel and not making general statements about what's happening on Twitch. Okay?
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I guess my first question for you to start is that, do you think your work is transformative? Of course, that's one of the main tenets of fair use. Do you think your work is transformative?
Yes.
You do?
Yep.
Wait.
Here, I mean, okay, because I was watching you yesterday, and here you said it's absolutely not transformative. Here it is.
You don't have to care. That's totally fine. But do you agree that you've created non-transformative reactions?
100%. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. We've agreed.
So here you say you've 100% made non-transformative reactions. Did you change your mind?
No, absolutely not. I didn't change my mind. The whole point is that nevers are really bad, because I think we all have stuff that is not transformative. If you do a full-on yes or no, I just kind of like play with the question, and that was kind of like
so. But your work is not fully transformative. Some of it is not, by your own admission.
Yeah, some of it is less reactive. Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So in that regard, do you care at all about like IP or copyright? Or like the fact that it's illegal, does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if flat out doesn't, because
well, that's fair. That's totally fair. And so because it doesn't matter to you, I don't think there's any point to really even discuss.
Well, I can elaborate a little bit.
Go ahead, please.
And open the door a tiny bit, just to give you a general angle. I truly believe that usually the people that enforce it are the ones that have a problem with it, right? The problem with the nature of the content itself. Because in terms of legality, right? Technically, if I'm playing some Telltale game, well, I mean, they could take me down anytime they want, right? Because that's their game, and I'm yoinking their stuff, right? So legality-wise, they could clap me for everything I've got, but for just playing their game.
Sure, yeah. But obviously, well, so fair use is decided on a case-by-case basis by a judge or jury. So it's hard to do big sweeping generalizations about what is and what isn't. But ultimately, if I understand your position, you don't really care about the legality of it. You're more like concerned with the philosophical thoughts of reacting to content.
the limitations of that is that I care enough about it to where it affects me, right? So I have to care because it's the legality of it, right? Like if somebody wants to strike down, wants to send out a claim, whatever, well, I have to act on that, right? So whether I care or not, that will happen,
Right.
and it happens all the time. Except I like to create an environment where I engage with people and content that are not going to do that because they believe in the mutually beneficial nature of the interaction, such as video games. Even though the video games could strike me and that they want for just playing their game on my stream.
Right. Right. And so, okay. So I think my point is that we can kind of skip this whole conversation and move on to the, because I think we both agree if we did a fair use analysis, and you admit that when you says it's not transformative, that a lot of the stuff you do would fail the fair use test. So we're on the same page. Yeah.
And also a lot of your stuff too. So we're in the same boat pretty much.
Probably not as much. No.
So I did a little of stats. Maybe you don't want to hear it or because you want to kind of la la la. But by density of content, with how much you upload as a person, as a channel, I upload this much, right? Overall, because I have a lot of runtime, you upload about this much. If you were to break down the percentage of non-transformative content, your ratio is almost higher as mine.
I have no idea what you're trying to say right now. You're going to have to unpack that more. I don't understand this much, that much. You got to have to explain that a little more. So
the content you upload on your YouTube and on your channels, right? The things that are on YouTube because you don't want to do Twitch.
Talking about my podcast?
Doesn't matter. Your content, the stuff that you upload, right? The stuff that you control and upload.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay, sure.
So overall, if you add all the content you put out there, right? I have about that much because it's a lot of runtime. It's a lot. I have
no fucking idea what you're talking about. Do you have proof of that? Like you're just saying that much, this much. That seems a little silly.
I have one of the highest runtime across the internet in terms of like putting out content.
Oh, but fair use doesn't have to do with how long your stream is. It has to do with your commentary on the video. If your stream is 12 hours long and you're reacting to an 8-minute video, it doesn't matter. It matters what you said about the 8-minute video. It doesn't matter how long you stream for. So I don't understand your point.
So if you let me elaborate on my point instead of breaking the semantics, right? Because you could
not semantics. That's how fair use works.
Okay, we're not even talking about the nature of the content yet. Fuck the content. It could be a blank.
Hold on, just to be clear, you said you don't do fair use, but I don't also. So we're talking about fair use, just to be clear, right?
Okay. Let's reel back a little bit and stop being stupid for a minute and just kind of like listen. Okay.
I'm listening.
You said that I upload non-transformative content. Yes, you said that.
You said that too, but yes.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%, yeah. And I said that you do too, right? And I'm not saying so you would say, oh, but dude, it's like a U2 double fault fallacy, right? But in the instance where you try to take the high road and say, well, I don't do this, guys. Well, you do. And my next point is that in amount of content that you upload, you're non-reactive. There's actually quite a lot.
I don't know what that means. You have to stop saying that. It doesn't mean anything. You're just saying stuff.
Well, I'm saying that
you're just doing this. You do a lot of this and this. There's no stats. There's no data. I don't even know what you're referring to. I mean, if you want to talk about stats and data, there's one specific video that I just analyzed. Just picked one out of the lot. A rapper who got a $20 Anne Frank tattoo. This is let me just read off some stats, and you can tell me if mine matches up or is worse. So this is a video uploaded to your channel 10 days ago. A rapper who got a 10-minute Anne Frank, a $20 Anne Frank face tattoo, okay? So the original video's runtime is 9 minutes and 13 seconds. Oh, sorry, no. The original video is 8 minutes, 33 seconds, okay? The video here that you uploaded is 9 minutes, 13 seconds. That means you added 40 seconds to an 8.5-minute video, adding 7.8% runtime. Actually, I even did you a favor. I condensed all of your commentary on this specific video into just a short video because it's only 40 seconds. So I'll show this. Well, this is important because what you say, the commentary does matter. Because
before you finish, let me go. So you're about to prove me right. I said I do non-transformative dog shit. Yeah. And you're about to show me non-transformative dog shit.
Okay, fair. So I don't have to show it to you.
I mean, you'll go clap me because I mean I just said I did that.
Okay.
That's like saying I I'm white and I'm on camera.
Well, you said that
Like,
yours is more transformative than mine, so I don't understand the consistency or the point you're trying to make.
Now that you've brought that up, I mean, sure, let's take
well, hold on. Before you do that, let's just. Well, I do think it's interesting because the commentary does matter.
Okay, do that.
What?
So then, where?
Arnold began to notice that
Music?
Arnold didn't have the best.
Yo, yeah, that's you.
Recognized as one of the.
What the fuck am I watching? I mean,
The
if that,
airframe
hey,
face tattoo was finished.
wait, that
instant response. from those who
that did
knew.
pretty good actually.
Could
What the
someone
fuck?
tell me when
That
you
guy's really good who did
sent
that.
The argument of every
Jesus, bro, that crowd though. Oh, is that Tana? What the fuck? Adam 22. What the fuck? But why do you always pick the dumbest or Reddit comments? I guess. I thought they had like one song. Fair enough. Hey, that's legit. Shit. Yeah, one song. Well, anyway, he's like Kappa. He talks normally and shit. Wait,
feel good about themselves.
chat said News
So that's the entirety of the commentary you added to his 8, and I think it's even fair. And I know you don't defend yourself on this, so I guess it's kind of a moot point. But the quality of the commentary, like you have to be commenting, analyzing, being critical of the content you're watching for it to be fair use. But that doesn't matter, right? Because you don't even believe it is.
Ethan, I think you're right. I think you got me. So I think instead, I think we should get an example, one of your examples then.
Sure, I'd love to.
Let's get one of your examples that show me the guidelines, what I should do to react. How do I post that in chat? Can I post this right? Click on that. So instead of having my example of it, I think we should use yours instead, so I could learn how to be a better creator. How about you click on that?
Good idea. I'd love to check it out. Oh, I have to open it. Okay, I'll open it.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
1 second here. So yeah, you uploaded to your xQc clips channel. You uploaded 5.
You'll see,
dude.
It's
Oh, you uploaded 5. Well, I just want to explain it. You uploaded 5 clips. Or wait, shit. You upload on this channel so fucking much.
Play it. So when it was my turn, you played my clip. When it's your turn, you don't play the clip and you just comment before seeing it.
No, I'm setting it up for you. I'm gonna play it. I'm opening it here. Sorry. So here it is. Here's one of them from your channel. 1.2 million views and 6. Now, is it okay if we watch this one? Ethan shows xQc how transformative reactions are done. Number 4. This is the one you uploaded. Yeah.
Number 4 works. Oh, number 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all good. So here it is. So you can. Hours. Okay, King.
Jesus.
Finally over. Logan Paul apologized.
Do you notice a problem already, Felix? There's a cut here. Okay, King.
Jesus.
Why is there a cut there?
Huh?
Yeah, there's a cut here.
So whenever you play my video, did I say, "Wait, Ethan"? I think I've seen something on the screen right there. Is that a dead pixel? Is that just play the fucking video, bro? Jesus Christ.
Okay, but it undermines your argument if you're showing an edited clip. If you're cutting out my commentary and then trying to say you do fair use, this seems a little silly. But I'll play it. I'll play it.
Okay, play the video.
Jesus.
Finally over. Logan Paul apologized.
CoffeeZilla, your slang is. He is a lopsided journalist with an agenda, more like an internet criminal.
Oops, wrong video. That was the first response. He
There's
actually
10 seconds of him
apologized
sitting
in
there like
another
a moron.
response.
Look at this idiot.
Yeah, I mean, it's not high effort.
No. This is
editing
like
is not
that.
high effort.
I mean, hold on. Here,
Hold on,
let me
wait a
get
second.
a
That's not
taste
it
of
either.
this. He didn't talk about it. He's literally just sitting there quietly for the first 30 seconds. You should sue him. Fuck you, xQc, you thief bitch.
Turns out it's actually on his secondary
seconds.
channel.
So if she chooses
I'll play the whole thing. Just let me know when to stop. If you want me to.
It's entitled "Thank
introductory
You,
statement.
CoffeeZilla." It's the third response.
They could
Are
sue
no
you,
longer
and they
being
would,
circulated.
and they would be right to sue you. I think they would be in the right.
I think so.
Thank you.
Paul, and it's a pretty big change in Logan's attitude so far. So let's see what he has to say to us.
CoffeeZilla is not a criminal.
Oh,
I
that's
wonder
a
what
relief.
Ethan has
I
to
thought
say, to be
Logan was
honest.
going to hire me.
What? Do you want to keep watching?
I'm just wondering, because the guy says, I wonder what you have to say. I wonder what you have to say about this, because I'm
Okay.
watching you, and you haven't said shit yet, so I mean...
Well, I'm just. Well, you told me to let the clip play. Do you want me to let the clip play, or do you want me to interrupt it? You got to choose a lane.
I was trying to be creative with it and kind of do commentary at the same time, and I was asking the oldie Ethan, the guy that's morally above everybody, high roading, to react to it, but he's not saying shit. So there's like a problem with it.
Do you want me to keep playing it, or have you seen it?
Keep going.
Okay, cool.
But in all seriousness, this video...
That's a good one right there, boy.
does have some major admissions in it I want to go through. For one, Logan apologizes to me.
I called him. I apologized.
My criticism of him right now is that he uploaded this to YouTube. Because I understand the nature of. I mean, listen, it goes on. But I'm going to tell you, I find it really interesting that you think this is compelling. This is actually, first of all, there's so many cuts in it. It's not persuasive at all. But one thing I do want to ask you about is why you cut out the beginning of the segment when I talked about it. Here's when I set up the video. Here it is. And again, the framing, what you say in the before and after is really important. So here's how that clip starts, Felix, which you cut out for some reason. Yeah, so Logan made a video after he got absolutely bodied for his response, where he was like, I'm going to sue you. This is bullshit. You're defaming me. Oh, you played a video.
So is that a pre-act? Is that like
oh, yeah, it's part of the same clip. You just went in and took out like 30-second slices from it.
So basically what you're saying is that if, you're going to the bar, right? And this part is like where you get in and where you get like a beer or something like that, right? And the rest of it, you just fucking say, basically it's like the intro. So if you put an intro, you're good. You say, guys, I have a video today, guys.
So you don't understand how fair use works. And that's fine. But I don't know why you want to debate fair use when you don't care about it. Yes, what you say in the beginning matters, bro. You're analyzing, I'm contextualizing, I'm criticizing, I'm analyzing it. That's what fair use is. I'm transforming it. I'm not just sitting there and the audience isn't just watching the video while, you know, you do get up and go to the bathroom a lot. So I know that you want to, but that's fine because you don't care about it. But for you to think that this is proof,
you use me as an example for your identity. Is what you're saying,
Felix? Do you think this clip is compelling? Do you see what I'm saying? That this example is really dishonest?
Okay, so in that clip, my editor edited your own words saying it.
Oh, can I ask you something? Your editor did this. Have you watched it?
Well, yeah, I watched it like you just did.
Oh, you did. Oh, you just watched it for the first time.
So the cuts.
Have you watched the unedited version on my podcast?
Yeah, it's
okay. So then, why was this removed?
If you don't let me talk, I mean, we're not gonna have a conversation.
Well, I just want to get to the point. You know what I mean? Because I don't want you to deflect. I want to know why you cut this part.
Then when you ask a question, you have to wait for me to answer. Otherwise, it's not gonna work.
You said, okay, go ahead, please.
Because you asked a question, you did 3 times. That's okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So there's 4 of them out of many of them, by the way. We only uploaded 4 because we didn't want you to go crazy with the DMCA stuff. Basically, it's pretty much a lot of it is spliced and it's back to back. So yeah, there is a cut, but it's like you're pausing a video, but it's the same thing. You go in stretch of the 2.5, 3 minutes.
You haven't proven that. But here's what I will say.
Well, go to get another one. Go get the one from Meat Canyon. That one is you. Okay. Listen,
yeah, go ahead.
You combo mustache twiddling, hair, and neck skin, and you do like this.
Yeah,
and you have all sorts of things, and that's major react, bro. I have to give it to you.
Right. No, you're right. You're right. You understand this concept because you talk about it all the time. Meat Canyon is my friend who gave me permission to react.
Oh, so it's about permission then. So now we're going to go post.
Well, hold on. It is. Hold on. Before we move on, I just want to make it clear that when you're accusing me of not adding enough commentary, that you did upload a clip that's deceptively edited, and I mean, frankly, dishonest. Why did you cut this beginning part?
Okay, so Ethan.
Why did you cut this?
Unfortunately, the problem that I have right now is that you're saying that now, and you're saying all this whatever, right? But it's quite literally you in the video that's edited that says
there's cuts in it. It's not the video. If there's cuts in it, how is that a representation of my analysis?
All right, then examine Exhibit B, the Meat Canyon one.
I already told you I had permission.
Okay.
So why do I need to look at that?
So now it's about permission.
That is one aspect, yeah.
In the video, you're trashing me. You say he's sitting there for 40 seconds without talking. Mm-hmm. That's one of your major concerns or criticism. It's why it's highlighted so much in the video. That's a big hit you do at me. And I'm going to show examples of you multiple times where you go not only 40 seconds, you go 2 minutes without talking. So then, right. I don't have to argue against you. You have to argue against yourself because these are your own words.
Well,
you have to watch your own video.
So here's what I'll say about that. You're right, because the 40-second thing is not a good analysis. That wasn't a good thing I said, because when you're considering fair use, you consider it in the totality of it.
Take it back.
No, you still are a content thief, in my opinion.
Take it back.
No, why would I take it back?
Because if you're gonna reel it back and say,
I just said that wasn't a good analytical point. I still think you're a content thief.
Okay, but so take back what you said then.
Why? I believe it. I know I am. I apologize for the 40-second thing. I don't think it was a good analysis.
Okay. You want to go with the other comments that you made or not?
Huh?
You want to go with the other comments that you made or not?
Which comment?
We could go through all of them because you're wrong. You're wrong across the board. So, every behavior you call me out on, you have done in those videos.
Okay, if you say so. But why? If do you want to? Okay, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Why does that matter? Why does that matter?
Okay, because earlier you said, do you care about this all the time? Not all the time? And I gave you an answer. You were like, got him. He said not all the time. When you seem to be the guy who doesn't do any stealing or thieving, and I have 4 examples right there. And you
did not show an example.
Well, then get another one then.
Well, that's not my job. You're the one that's trying to prove it. Why the fuck should I go pursue and try to prove I don't do fair use? That seems stupid.
Wait, that seems like that's exactly what you guys have been doing on Twitter and whatnot, right? That's your whole concern.
Yeah, I'm showing stuff about you and not telling you to go find a video of yourself not doing fair use. That's moronic.
So you said thief, right?
Yeah.
Show me one.
I just did with the Anne Frank one. You did 44 seconds of commentary on an 8-minute, 30-second video where you offered no critical analysis.
And do you know if I had permission?
Did you have permission for that?
Yeah, maybe I didn't.
So why don't you tell? Wait, why won't you tell me? Did you or didn't you?
I'm just saying. Are we moving the goalpost there now?
It's not a goalpost. It's just another facet of the conversation. It's not a goalpost.
It quite literally is when you make it a goalpost.
Okay, I do want to talk about the permission thing. Okay,
there you go.
But I just want to. I do want to say one thing. In my career, in my 10 years of career, I'm sure that there's been times where I've done a less good job of reacting fairly to content. I'm sure of it, right? And
so you were a thief then. So you were a thief and you're not anymore.
And that's something I acknowledge and something that I'm always working on and analyzing and thinking how I can do it better. It's something I really care about. And the reason why this conversation is interesting is because it's something that you don't care about. And I'd like to know, I'd like to understand that. But are you saying, have I ever done a bad reaction in my whole career? Yeah, yes, probably, almost certainly.
So then, would you agree that old Ethan, or not too old Ethan, is a thief, sack of dog shit motherfucker?
Sure, yeah. In those, if that's what happened in that time, sure, I was a dog shit, sack, loot, whatever the fuck you said.
Have you made any efforts to repair the damage or the things that you've stolen from the people that you thieved from?
Well, again, I don't have specific examples. There's nobody that's approached me, so it's you know.
Have you taken accountability the same way you want me to take accountability publicly for that?
I just did, didn't I?
Not really.
Why not? I just said, yeah, I've probably done that. What do you want me to do?
You're gonna rob a bunch of people and say, guys, I might have robbed somebody. Lol. I'm moving on. I mean, it seems like kind of a cop-out, to be honest.
Well, it's not like going in a store and sticking somebody up. Fair use is interpreted by a judge or jury.
So is it thief or is it not thief? Because the way I see it,
the way you do it, I think is theft.
When you steal something from somebody, right? There's gonna be a process of like finding who's guilty, how much, and there's a whole process behind it, like the legal system is. Just like, I mean, don't you care about the legal system? You seem to care about DMC a lot, right? So being a thief, surely you're gonna care about that a lot. So did you damage them? Did you talk to them? Did you make an apology?
I don't know who the victims are or if there are any. All right, let's move on. We're talking in circles a little bit. We want to talk about the permission thing?
Sure. I mean, so what you're doing is running away pretty much. We're not running in circles.
Well, no.
You're running in a direction and you're going straight forward. That's what's going on right now.
That's clearly not the case, but I will just let it be for the sake of continuing the argument.
Gotcha. Keep going.
But yeah, you do it every single day. I mean, I've done it maybe a few times in my career. I've done, and again, I don't know who the victims are, and if they come or nobody's ever come to me. Has anyone ever complained that you stole their videos?
Anybody that has
anybody ever?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, 100%.
Okay, because nobody's ever complained to me about that.
Oh, so now you care about robbing somebody, right?
Well,
and if they didn't tell me, well, you know what? We're chilling.
You're saying the victim of the crime doesn't matter?
Which is exactly what you went after me with.
Does the victim of a crime not matter?
Well, he's asking after the fact that was the exact argument that you went at me for, and you're running away from it.
I don't know. Listen, the proof that you have victims is literally just concrete proof you did it. That's the only reason I'm saying it. I don't understand your point.
So when we say victims, I said
some people you stole from. They're a victim.
Okay. So, what about your victims?
I don't know who they are. How many times do I need to say that?
Okay, me reaching out and making an agreement with them and
Every time?
Yes, you're not okay. Listen, Ethan. If you want to open up the chat and go with the logs, I have so many logs to make your head spin.
Let me ask you a question.
I have hundreds of emails sent people, more than any reactor, which is more than your friend Hassan. He does way less asking than I do.
Why are you bringing up Hassan? What does that have to do with anything?
Because whenever he was on your podcast, he was sucking his balls out.
Well,
right?
that's
when he
again.
does
This is
Mr. Chair react and. With all
Dude,
due
you're
respect,
so dishonest. You don't even know what you're talking about. Last week, I chewed him out for an hour to the point where I had to apologize because people were mad at me.
That sounds like your problem.
You literally don't know.
That sounds like your problem.
It is my problem, but you have no consistency with what you're talking about. You just said I lick his balls, and now I proved you wrong.
Consistency?
You're making no sense, bro.
So
what do you mean it's my problem?
Piece of shit for doing chair react when he does.
All right, this is so mind-numbingly dumb. Let's just move on to the permission part.
You know what? You want to fucking keep doing a sprint? Let's just keep running. Let's do a marathon, me and you. How about that? Because we're running a straight line right now. I'm running after you, and you are going straight forward.
Okay, good. I mean, that's the point of the conversation, right?
Let's just keep going. Then.
What percentage of people would you say you get permission from?
The majority. Because the way it works for me, but for React, the main lines, most of the content that I like, I have it all lined up, right? So people that I really like, I like the best. We reach out to them and we create this little kind of partnership, right? And when there's a smaller creators, I try to be way more careful with the amount of growth that they're getting, how many subscribers they have, and I try to be better with it. And quite honestly, when it comes to small creators, I have never had any pushback, right? So no victims in that case.
Okay, that's perfect. Have you heard of a guy named Vince Vintage? You reacted to 2 of his videos. This one was from a month ago. You remember this video? Disappearance of FBI's most wanted 16-year-old. xQc reacts. This is from a month ago.
That was 2.5 months, 2.5 weeks ago.
Okay, perfect. So it was very recent. So would you consider this guy a small creator? He doesn't have a lot of subs. In fact, here's his original video. He only has 400,000. Well, that's not small. But anyway, you did this recently. Do you know who that guy is?
Yes.
Okay. Why didn't you ask him for permission?
I don't know. Did he complain? Because at this point, I don't know if I have a victim, right? I don't know. So I didn't do.
Well, you do, actually. And what's funny is I literally just reached out to one random person from your recent reacts, just one, who followed me. Because I knew
it's just one. It's just one. It was only one for sure.
Yeah. No, I swear to God.
So you went to ask? Are you a victim, by the way?
Let me hold on. This is important. This is important for you to understand. So I reached out to Vince Vintage, and I said, "Hey, I'm just curious. Did xQc get permission?" And I'm going to read you the message he sent me, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
He said, "Really appreciate you reaching out, Ethan. I've never been contacted by xQc at all for any of my React videos. My personal take is this. I love big streamers watching, like xQc, Hassan Mizkif, Moist Critical, watching my videos on their stream. It's a big ego boost. But when xQc does it, it's different. When he watches my video, he always re-uploads the whole thing on his YouTube channel with his insightful commentary as, wow, chat, isn't this crazy? Compared to when Hassan watched my stuff, he shouted me out and he says he loves my stuff and he sent a bunch of subscribers to my channel. A fair exchange. Here's a video. He showed me a video of Hassan doing that. And then he said, xQc, he really just steals my shit. Entertains his audience of hundreds of hours I put into my videos while I get just a link in the YouTube description. The problem isn't the reacting, it's the re-uploading of my video with his face on the thumbnail, and also, and I don't DMCA him because I don't want the Twitter drama."
Oh, he doesn't want the Twitter drama.
Wait, why are you, well, hold on. This guy says you stole his shit. Why are you denigrating that? I think you should take this seriously.
Well, because one, he's a paid actor, right? Which I think. Well, I mean, if this is, I mean, that's a paid actor, 100%.
Wait, what? What did you say?
It's a paid actor.
He's a paid actor.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Okay, well, just assume for the sake of the conversation that he's not a paid actor.
Okay, okay. So the first guy you react, right? The first guy you send a message to sends you a paragraph, looks like the Bible, right? And is stroking your ego out. Well, you know what? That's okay. I'll bite, no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's really cool about this, right, is that we can make that type of interaction to have with this person and make it 10 times better for our ecosystem, right? Of what I watch, what I upload. If he had asked, he doesn't have to. He can use the DMCA system, and maybe there will be Twitter drama or not. We never make drama for DMCA stuff. But then
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Why are you not responding to his accusation? He says you're stealing his shit.
Let me elaborate.
I don't know. Okay.
Let me elaborate then. He would be a data outlier of a person who doesn't like it, and we can either recurve that, make it better, and I will de-damage him for every dollar that he has lost to me, right? If he had analytics to back up how much the video on YouTube cannibalized his, or if any sort of damaging data or stats behind it, I would be more than happy to give him 10x whatever damage was
good.
caused.
He'll reach out. Have you ever paid anybody 10x before? Has that ever happened?
We have
How many
people
times?
before. Whenever it arises,
How many times does it happen?
I will have to check with editor, but
not a lot. I'd assume not a lot of people do that.
Oh, okay. So the amount really is what you're looking at then.
Just the amount of times that people actually take you up on that. Because what you're saying is, I'm going to steal your stuff, and I don't care if you have a problem with it. You can come talk to me. Like, that's not your right. Shouldn't you apologize to Vince?
Yes, I apologize to Vince.
It's not his job to come ask you for reparations for you stealing from him. Don't you understand that?
So what you're saying is that you went digging for victims.
I literally messaged one dude.
Okay, so nobody in your production room believes
Why don't you just apologize to Vince Vintage?
I absolutely will, and I feel I didn't get a Twitter DM. I didn't get nothing. I feel really bad. You want to know why? Because all about the whole sphere of this, everything around it, is to make something good happen, right? And that matters to me a lot.
That's such bullshit, bro. Nice try. You literally do it to enrich yourself. You're a multimillionaire, and you steal content from small creators, and you don't give a fuck about their rights or what they want. And then your only justification is, oh yeah, you can come chase me down and complain and try to get my attention so I can pay you for the shit I stole. It's total bullshit, bro. You're not creating anything big for anyone. You're just taking attention and views for yourself, and you don't give a fuck about the consequences of that. It's not your decision to make that for other people's property.
You sound like watch out! You kind of sound like a Robin Hood or something. Are you like some sort of hero or something like that? Because it seems like you do a lot of that, and you take the high road on it. You take the high road on that. One, that's my point. You have done that. You do that.
You haven't proven that.
Well, it's all
okay. Fine, I did it. You know what I mean? It's like so stupid. What is it? What does
because you can't use me as an example for your own thing because
you keep saying that
you're doing it.
Not proven.
You're doing it. You call me a thief piece of shit when you're doing it.
You haven't proven that. I don't know why you keep saying that.
Let me send one DM. I will, guys. I'm going to send one message, and he will automatically give me a full response right now. Give me a minute for it. Okay.
You're making fun of this message I got from Vince Vintage, which is a genuine, he was expressing himself genuinely, and he was disturbed by the way he uses content. Can I ask you another question related to Vince?
I'll take it down right now. I will take it down. If Vince wants to come in right now, send me a DM, I'll take it down right now. I will give you every penny of that, and I'll say, this ecosystem
but that
doesn't work for you.
Let me ask you a question. This is the video, and you do this all the time. You'll agree.
Yes. Yes.
You use the exact title and the exact thumbnail. The only reason for anybody to do that is to confuse search and discovery and cannibalize views from the original. That is the only reason to do that.
Do you have any stats to back that up? Because I have the stats of the opposite.
Dude, it's the thumbnail and the title. Don't you see that users will be confused?
Let me tell you something, Ethan.
Don't you think so?
My YouTube channel does not grow. It quite really doesn't. But your thing.
Well, that's because you just post a ton of shit there. No, you don't put any effort into it.
Okay, and why do you think that is?
Because you don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Clearly.
So, gotcha. So these are cut downs for the people that we call the YouTube frogs that are just watching my shit.
It's not your content, though. You don't get that right.
Okay, well, same goes applies to you then.
No, you haven't proven that. You keep saying that, but it doesn't mean anything.
Okay, then show me proof you asked for permission and we got it.
Why? Now you're asking me to show you proof? Dude, you're absurd. Why is it? You think it's crazy? Dude, the fact that you're using the same title and the same thumbnail is so parasitic. It's so shady. You are only doing that to siphon off views and confuse people. There's no other reason for that. Why would you use the same exact title and the same exact thumbnail? Explain that to me.
So are you more upset about the title or about the content of the video itself?
Well, it's the intention, dude. It's all together. You're intentionally confusing people to click your video instead of his.
Since you're all about legality, you would understand that intention is one of the hardest things to prove out there, right?
I'm talking about philosophy. We already moved past legality. You don't care about fair use.
Yeah, no. We're gonna like do.
Just answer the question, Felix. Why did you do that? Why did you give it the same exact title and thumbnail? Just answer that.
Oh, because I wanted to.
Why did you want to?
Oh, because I wanted to.
Why did you want to?
Because the thumbnail is good and it gives the viewer what they want.
Right.
And,
which is the original video. They want the original video.
Okay. So I'll tell you, since you don't like questions, I'm just gonna give you a fact then, right? People that don't watch React content do not get served React content. If somebody wants to watch us react it. Oh, well, I thought it being cannibalistic was the problem with you. Well, is it not?
You're going to try to say that the Google algorithm is somehow running D for you? That's crazy. It's stupid.
So you said that it's cannibalistic. I give you a hint on why it's not.
Well, it's the intention. It's the intention.
Okay, so now it's it. So if you want to just keep going back and forth and say, not there, not there, not there.
Okay, so you see no problem with this?
No.
No. Okay. And if you added 20 seconds of commentary to his video and you use the same title and the same thumbnail, you don't see any problem with that?
No.
Okay. There it is.
So it seems like
that's all you really need to say.
So
it seems that you don't care about, it seems you don't not just care about the law. It seems like you don't care about people's artistic, creative property at all. It seems that you don't have any respect for property at all. IP at least.
It seems like nobody, to my knowledge, has a problem with any of my videos being up right now.
But you're like a prolific thief. You could say, oh, I found one example of you doing this back in whatever year. You're a prolific thief, dude. You do this every day, multiple times a day on your YouTube channel.
Gotcha. So I will go to somebody's house and say, take something, and he doesn't care, right? He generally doesn't, and never reached out. And you go out there and you go and seek the victims out, right? And you've failed to establish a pattern of them being cannibalized the way that
well, there's just one. I mean, one is enough, isn't it?
Okay. In that case, it puts the burden of proof on you as well. Then,
what?
So you have permission. Yes, because I think
I don't need permission to transform content, dude.
Okay. So one of the videos that I have, but there's 4 ones. You guys see all of them. If you have proof, you ask permission to any of those, you win by a landslide.
Why would I need proof to transform a video? Oh, I mean, the only one is Meat Canyon because he's my buddy. There's obviously ones where like it's obvious when you're buddies. I actually did ask Meat Canyon.
Oh, it's obvious. So
well, you understand that on Twitch too. There's people that everyone's friends with, and like, but this guy, I mean, Vince.
So. Yeah. Okay, then. So you're making assumptions about me, but we're not going to make assumptions about you.
Not an assumption. I have a literal fucking message from the guy you stole from. It's not an assumption. It's literally a fact.
Okay, so the whole reason why this debate was in the first place is that people were finding victims that didn't exist. They're saying, oh, this is a problem for people. Okay. So you found a person who doesn't like it.
Yes.
And there's multiple ways out.
Actually, he even specifically named you as the problem. He said the other people actually clouded me up, where xQc completely stole my shit, added no valuable commentary, and then stole my views. That's specifically what he said, actually.
Okay, so the guy's a problem, and instead of reaching out in any way, shape, or form, he waited for you, the savior of the earth, to come in and just Robin Hood it and just be, guys, I got you, bro. Why? Well, why?
Do you really not understand the concept that small creators wouldn't want to start shit with xQc, one of the biggest, with the craziest fan base in the world? Like, is that really a foreign idea to you, that they wouldn't want to deal with this power dynamic? Like, you would crush them if you said anything. Your fans would harass them into oblivion. That's too foreign for you to understand? So
this guy, 400K subscribers, big YouTube videos, small creators that's about to fucking die from something. Ethan is here to save the day. This person will now be able to afford some food and eat some rice tonight. Well, I'm just saying, because if you try to make a portrait, if you draw a picture on who this person is, and you say small creator, like struggling and whatnot, and try to be, I'm saving him, and you're just you are misrepresenting.
So he doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, he does matter, but not in the capacity that you're trying to paint.
Which is what? I don't understand what you're saying.
A small, struggling creator. Somebody please help this person before he goes out of business.
Well, no, I didn't say any of that.
Well, that you did. You did. You just
I actually quite literally did not say that.
You said small creator. That's enough.
Well, okay. I was upfront about his sub count. I looked at it. But anyway, let's see.
My bad. I was just wrong. I was just mega wrong. Let's move on. Let's
you have
running.
been this entire time. It's fine.
Right.
So yeah, I'm sure you're familiar with this thread because he actually gave you permission to perform this analysis. Internet archivist. He said I let xQc repost a reaction to see the impact it had. Okay, and the analysis is basically the video witnessed an 87% decrease in impressions on the day of the re-upload. Okay, and the video also witnessed a 52% decrease in viewers on the day of the re-upload. So I mean, of the evidence that I've seen, then it actually shows that it has either a negligible or potentially even a negative effect on the original video.
Gotcha. So,
and actually, he even made you change the title and the thumbnail. So why do you think he asked you to do that, xQc? He said, don't use the same thumbnail and title. Why do you think he asked you that?
Because as a creator of the IP, like you like to fucking say,
because you siphon views from people, dude. It's so fucking obvious why you do it.
You ask a question and you answer for me.
You're not being honest.
You can have a monologue if you want to. Just mute me and just go on a fucking rant. But if you want to ask me a question, you have to listen to the answer. Here's the answer. He controls the IP. He wants to be different, right? And he wants some changes. And he spoke to us, right? So instead of crying and being a little bitch, it seems like
Vince. Vince is crying and being a bitch. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I said. You're putting words in my mouth. Are you?
Well, I don't know who you're talking about.
Is this Twitter or what?
I don't mean to. I'm just wondering who you're talking about. Go ahead.
Okay. So then, like I said, I was saying, instead of being a little bitch ass, right? I think he understands at least that there's some positives to it, if not a lot of positives, and some of them can actually do better. Right?
He didn't show any positive.
Okay. If it was only negative, he would have asked us to take it down and would have done that, right?
No, he left it up for the experiment, and he said, "Do not use any of my other videos without my permission." He literally told you that.
So it's a social experiment at this point. It's like an experiment. So now it's the guise of experiment, and he's only letting it because it's an experiment now.
Okay, well, I showed you proof it had a negative effect. Do you have proof it had a positive effect?
No, you didn't. No,
what?
You didn't. You absolutely did not. Absolutely not. So show the stats again.
Sure. So explain how this is good. He said, I'll let you describe. The video witnessed an 87% decrease in impressions on the day of the re-upload. So
Ethan,
explain that dub to me.
Go ahead. Do you, in your position, have a time machine? Answer the question. You do not. Gotcha. Since we're going to do the whole, I'll answer for you. You do not have a time machine, right? It is impossible to know how the video would have performed and how it would have went down in its natural curve over time, right? Whether I watched it or not.
That's an assumption. You have no proof. I have proof.
So you use...
I have analytics.
So one data set, right?
You have no data set. At least I have a data set.
Oh my God.
And also, you're the dude stealing content, so the onus should be on you to prove the great benefit of it.
Okay, I get what you're saying, okay? I find it a little bit dishonorable and a little bit disappointing that in the middle of a conversation about analytics, you're spewing words to your audience and mine about me stealing and whatnot, when we're trying to prove that it quite literally doesn't help anybody. You're muddying the waters for no reason.
Unpack that, please.
Could you stop, please? Seriously, I mean it. It's gonna get really bad. I don't want to do like the whole insult ad hominem thing because you're doing that.
Okay. It's just a statement of fact.
So
not an insult.
Okay, okay. So as we go forward, you are fucking bald. You're very bald. You're balding. Your hair's thinning, and it's gray, which means that you're old as fuck. Got it. Okay, shall we continue? Is this fun?
The premise is faulty, my friend.
Is this fun for you?
I have a beautiful hairline.
Baldy. Is this fun for you or not?
I'm having trouble with the premise. It has a striking resemblance to you trying to argue other points. It literally has no premise at all. It has no basis in reality.
You're just throwing insults for the sake
Go ahead.
of
I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to sit away. I'll sit away.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if you've done any statistical analysis in the past. I don't know if you've maybe had a stat class. Do you have any experience with statistics or not?
Go ahead.
Stats. Do you have any experience? It's a question. Do you have any experience with statistics or not?
Go ahead. Just make your point. What does it matter?
Okay. The curve of a video and on how it performs, that looks like a natural curve, right? You can see it's already going down before I watch it, and it keeps going down at a certain rate past it, right? Do you have any proof or any indicators that the video would have performed poorly or better after the reaction?
So obviously, any data that we do have, which is of course just one, definitely proves that if it did have an effect, it's negative or negligible. And as the guy who is right? I mean, you certainly can't say that this helped the video. Are you actually arguing that a 87% decrease helped the video, xQc? That's really what you're arguing to me right now. That's awesome, dude.
So we're going to go ahead and have the conclusion that you did not have a statistics class at all.
I understand your point, but like... But it's not making any sense. How is it that a 52% decrease in viewers is a dub for you?
Because it could have been a 65%. It could have been a 65% decrease, right?
It could have been worse. Yeah, it could have been worse. But
okay. Do you have any proof that it would have been or wouldn't have been? Do you have any data behind that or not?
I mean, dude, that's such a silly way to try to deflect from this really compelling data.
Because in my data sets, I have a lot of data sets, a bunch of them, and all the video curves have the same.
That you're looking for any excuse, any out to justify you stealing content from people, even in the face of data that suggests that it's not okay.
And here it comes. When the man fails to compile data properly, like somebody who knows what he's doing, you make a conclusion based on one piece of data that you don't even understand. Is this a way to proceed with for you or not? Is this a way to argue and have that conversation, or what's going on here? I don't get it.
Well, me neither, dude. You're trying to tell me that a significant decrease in views is a dub.
Ethan, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just lost 16 viewers since you've talked. Clearly, you're robbing me.
How do you know that you're not boring? Maybe you're the fucking boring one.
Oh, you're saying it's impossible to know because we only have one.
No, I know. You're definitely more boring and not as fun to watch.
Oh,
that's a fact.
That really
that's a joke, of course. I think you're very entertaining. You're very talented.
Oh, thanks, man.
So I'll say this. Ultimately, I'm pretty perplexed by this conclusion that I guess negative data, even just one data set.
Okay, I got you. You know what, dude? You want to go? I really didn't think you would bite on the data thing because you were gonna get fucking clapped, right? But since you want the data, okay. I mean, even though you're the one that has to prove something that's negative, I can. I'll prove
Before you do that, can you do me a favor? Read number 3 of his stipulation.
Which stipulation?
Hold on. Dan will pull it up for you. This is one of his stipulations.
Use a different thumbnail for XQc reaction video. Any direct competition in my video and minimize.
I'm sorry. I'll read it because with peace and love, I don't think many people understood that. Use a different. Just being fair. Use a different thumbnail for XQC's reaction video to prevent any direct competition with my video and to minimize viewer confusion. Direct competition, viewer confusion. Even he thinks so. That's why you use the same title and thumbnail, bro. Why are you denying reality?
Well, that Valorant accent, I just lost fucking 16 viewers again. Holy fuck, it's kind of crazy.
It better be funny or something, bro.
Well, I'm just telling you.
React harder, XQC.
The way it says, you, bro. Hey, listen, you're the guy who sits like this in fucking 20 degrees and does this.
So the transformative nature is about how straight you sit. Got it.
Oh, Ethan. You want to talk about amount of transformation? Then, if we want to move on to that topic, let's just get some of your wife's old merch, right? Which is a direct
yes, I love this topic.
I saw that. I've seen it, and some of the arguments you had against it. Oh my god! I think I changed the angle by 16 degrees, and I changed a little bit of the gamma color on this one. That's very transformative. Okay, Ethan, I'm gonna watch your entire thing, not react in any way, shape, or form. And I'm gonna change the color of the gamma and opacity, and I'm gonna rotate it sideways. That's gonna be transformative, right? Ethan, come on.
So let me ask you, before I address that, and I'm happy to, I'm gonna address everything you said about Teddy Fresh.
Go ahead.
What does it matter if I'm a hypocrite? How does that affect this conversation we're having? Genuinely, because we're talking about the philosophical nature of taking people's videos, right? And I'm having this conversation with you, but instead of answering the question, you're constantly deflecting to prove that, no, I'm a bad guy. And I don't see why you would do that other than the fact that you don't have a good argument to argue the substance. Like, why do you keep deflecting? What does it matter if I'm a hypocrite?
Ethan, sometimes you send like a tweet, and people comment in the bottom and they say, there's still time to delete this. Listen, Ethan, there's still time to fucking end the call and you go about your day, okay? Before you say some really fucking dumb shit, okay? When you're out here saying, what does it matter that I'm a hypocrite? I'm just saying, when you say, well, dude, what does it matter that I'm a hypocrite? Well,
no, I'm genuinely curious, but I'll answer the Teddy Fresh before you do your monologue.
It discredits all your points. It makes you look like
it doesn't. No, I'm genuinely curious. No. xQc. No, I really want you to answer it.
And you fell on your face flat. No, it's time to let on the facts.
No, it's an interesting philosophical question.
Prove me wrong.
Okay, first of all, the Teddy Fresh thing. So Teddy Fresh is a company with 30 employees. And by the way, I love whenever someone's losing a debate to me, they bring this up. It's literally the lowest hanging fruit. And if you know anything about me, you know I've talked about this 1,000 times, but I'll address it because you brought it up.
Go ahead.
We have like a whole team of designers, and sometimes our designers are taking stuff way too close to the source, and I agree, and it's not okay.
Give a fuck. So does my editors, which makes us about equal on that topic. So you can still sometimes, when somebody gets confused at the company, when one of the sweatshop guys gets it wrong.
Hold on.
Oh, my bad. But when my editor gets it wrong, oh no, we are thieving.
Hold on. Let me finish my point.
Yeah, bring out Gila. Hey, bring him in.
Hold on. Let me finish my point. Hold on.
Your husband is bald.
My husband looks awesome.
Dude, my hairline is... Okay, dude, the fact that you're coming for my hairline just proves how fucking delusional your whole... That's a metaphor for all of your arguments. Okay, Teddy Fresh, we have designers, right? And we have a fairly large company. This is a common problem in all streetwear. We've had designers who have pretty much close to stole designs. We fired people over it. And every time it comes up, we have company meetings and say, guys... This is unacceptable. If you're caught doing this, you will be fired.
And we've made a strict guideline, and it doesn't happen anymore.
What have you done?
Happened.
What have you done to prevent it?
Okay. So this is really good.
Okay.
You done?
Okay. That's what you sounded like.
Is he done or?
No, he's done. You can talk. He's done.
I'm just being silly. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I don't know how you put up with this shit. I would fucking leave his ass.
Anyway,
I'm having a third child with him.
You're getting divorced. Wait, xQc didn't even say we're getting divorced yet. Go ahead.
xQc is getting.
You know, our 4-year-old though would love your giraffe. I don't know who you got it for, but our 4-year-old would love your giraffe in the back.
Don't buy it. It's way too pricey for no reason. But I like it a lot.
Okay.
That's really cute. Okay, so let me just.
Sorry, Hila came to defend Teddy Fresh because you're talking about her business.
I actually wasn't planning to come in, but you brought up Teddy Fresh. Listen, then talk to me because I'm the person running Teddy Fresh, not him.
Yes.
You want to talk about it? Talk to me.
I understand, Hila. Okay. And the reason why I brought up that point, okay, is that sometimes some things happen where it's somebody else's fault. It's a mistake. It's a whatever, right? And some things just kind of happen, right? It's just kind of human nature, and just it's a course of time.
That's bullshit.
And the question is, what do you do about it?
Yeah, what are you doing about it on a daily basis?
I took action about it.
Yeah.
And it hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Since things came up online, people pointed out to us. We had meetings at the office. We made guidelines when we work with new graphic.
What are you doing about it? That's the question.
What are you doing?
Okay. So if you guys stop bombarding and you actually listen to the answer.
This isn't bombarding. I'm
Stop
talking.
with the fucking posturing.
I'm defending my company.
You don't just answer the question. You don't need to do these like, if you'll stop interrupt, just answer the fucking question, bro. Nobody cares.
All right. Okay. I'll answer the question.
Okay.
So what you are agreeing with me is that sometimes, right, there's gonna be a mistake. There's gonna be something that somebody doesn't want.
Daily basis with you.
Go on.
And you will rectify it after the fact, in hindsight, correct?
Yes.
What we did is not okay. You continue to do it on a daily basis several times.
It would be different if I came here and I said, I don't care. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm distributing to those guys who made the original graphic. I'm making their life better while I'm sitting in a Gucci shirt, you know?
Okay. Yeah, that was like $1,000 is what it is.
I know.
Exactly. Which I don't know why you would bring that up, to be honest. That's kind of, You want to talk about
Wait,
low-hanging
what?
fruit?
I thought it was a
That's
good point because you're taking.
Because you're saying
Hold
that
on,
you
let's
care.
not muddy. Let's not answer the question. You do nothing to rectify it while we do. So go ahead. What are you doing about it on a daily basis?
Every single person that has brought up a negative point about the videos.
But you don't change what you do.
We have. Well, absolutely, we have.
You literally said, I don't care.
Oh, yeah, but I still do the right thing, though.
Which is what?
Right? Which is work to make better thumbnails, better description, and to better work with the creators that are behind the video so that we don't fuck them over and they actually gain something from it. Now, I'd like to talk with Hila for a minute. So what you're saying is that you're repairing from hindsight, which is something that Ethan tried to get at me at, right? And then you brought the fact that we have 30 employees to help us out. Okay, fair enough. Then I, xQc, or whatever the corporate company, a parent company is, right? Well, we only have like 2 employees, 2 editors, right? And help us out, guys. Like, this is so sad that we only have 2 guys. We're playing the victim card here, right? Well, they sometimes make mistakes too, right?
It hasn't happened to us in a long time since we took action. This just happened to you on a daily basis.
I think the difference, if I can say, is that I've been listening. And when Ethan is asking you about this, for example, you don't say that this is wrong. The thumbnail, the matching thumbnail and title, you say, I did it because I like it.
No, he says they're working on better thumbnails.
So the answer has changed now. If this is your answer, that sounds a lot better. You know?
The only reason why it's changed, okay, is that I'm trying to make a bold point for him to latch off the fact that he's on the fucking high road. He tries to high road the whole process, okay?
That's your problem.
When
I'm right.
When you are on the high road, it is a thin fucking road when on the high road, okay? Because you have to be really tight with what you do, the things that you say, and how you act, right?
I think he's doing fine. He's live every day for hours.
Please, I'm talking to Ethan, or you don't interrupt me. Okay, so now you're taking the high road, okay? You have to be really tight in how you operate, right? So we say things like, oh, well, he does this, and I never do this, right? Well, you are wrong, and I just told you.
You haven't proven that.
What? Okay, so the designs you stole. That's called being a thief. A thief, piece of shit, garbage.
Yes, that was not right when that happened.
Okay,
it hasn't happened in a long time, and we actually made efforts to prevent it. You have not. You said your efforts to prevent it is better thumbnails and titles, bro. This is your example of better thumbnails and titles. This was 2 weeks ago. Same name, same fucking thumbnail. The guy you did the experiment says, change my thumbnail, change the name so that my audience doesn't get confused and so that you don't steal my views. Why are you denying that? It's so obvious.
Okay, so like I said, we
answer the question.
What's the question?
The question is, how is it that you can deny that you're stealing views and intentionally misleading audience to clicking your fucking video?
Intentionally? That is not intentional.
How is? Oh my God! Is it possible? Is it possible?
Go ahead.
Let's say someone comes from your stream. They've watched you all day. They love you. They're a big fan. They watched you react to, let's say, Mr. Beast's new video. Okay?
Yeah.
And then they come to the homepage, and guess what they see there? Mr. Beast's new video. Do you think are they less likely or more likely to click his video after they saw it on your channel?
I'm
answer the question, dude.
Well,
more or less likely.
Okay.
No. Just answer one or the other. 2 choices.
Less. Got him.
Yeah. Did.
Damn. So then Mr. Beast
that proves that you're stealing people's views intentionally.
Okay,
Thank you, bro.
So the views and the click rate in that particular instance, do you think that will end up being a raw loss of the creator or not?
Sorry?
Are we done talking about Teddy Fresh?
Yeah, if we're done talking about Teddy Fresh, it'd be better because I don't want to feel like we're ganging up.
Get out, thief, before I fucking Robin Hood this shit. Before I start spreading the wealth of your company to other people. Holy shit, I'm about to come at you guys for things and designs. Jesus Christ, bro.
You're being pretty silly, but ours is defensible. Yours is not. Or at least we've made, it's not defensible, but anyway, you know what? I mean, I don't see this conversation going much.
Guys, it is defensible thievery, guys.
It's
stealing in the right way.
No, I retracted that as soon as I said it, right? What you heard. I said we've corrected the error, an understandable error, in my opinion, one that you refuse to remedy after time and time and time again. You provide me 0 direct answers, And and frankly, I think you know you're wrong, and I think you don't care that you're wrong because it benefits you greatly. You make a lot of money. You don't want to change what you do. And here's another thing. You're not going to be able to make 12 hours of content for Kick, who paid you $100 million, if you can't steal other people's content. Because if you don't, what the fuck are you going to do all day? Sit there and gamble? Nobody's going to watch that shit. Nobody's going to watch this shit already. They don't care about you even having arguments. Clearly, you're not very good at that. You lost 12 viewers, man. My views are very good right now, by the way.
So I think we need like a therapist to give us a hint on when the tantrum ends. When does it end, Ethan? It seems like when you go on these tangents, you go on a rampage, and you just ramble and ramble without making any concise point or a question. Is it you're done with that shit? Can we talk like adults now or not?
I think this conversation has kind of been exhausted.
People would rather watch me full screen cam do the fucking worm
do
watch
that,
your prime,
bro.
Watch your
do
prime
it for
content.
a week. Do a week of no reaction content and see how many fucking views you get. Oh, he's crying in the corner. Oh, okay, sure. I mean, that's content, man. It's original content at least. Yes, do that, bro. Dude, do a
you
week.
fucking love it, man.
Bro,
this is the most money you've had in the past fucking 4 years, bitch.
It's awesome. Do a week of no react content.
Oh man.
Even a day.
Okay, Ethan.
Do one day without react content. I'm serious.
Hey, Ethan. Let's see your wife's merch sales on the first wave when knives and designs were stolen.
90%.
Let's see the figures.
Wait, hold on. You're just being silly, bro.
Am I being silly? Prove me wrong. Because clearly the burden of proof is on you now, right? Because if you make an argument, then you have to prove it. You go ahead, prove it.
You haven't even shown. I mean, what? Dude, you're being silly, bro. You're being ridiculous.
Well, it seems like I have to prove everything, and you have to prove nothing.
That's not at all what's been happening.
And you've done nothing except prove some defunct
all right, thank you, buddy. It was a good chat. I think that we've done a good job at getting to the heart of what you care about and how you feel about taking people's videos. I think it was illuminating. I think we had a really good conversation.
Oh my God, it's over.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you have anything else interesting to say, so I think we can wrap it up.
Really? Well, I think your audience thinks I have something interesting to say. It's just the problem is that you're running.
How long do you want me to sit here and listen to you? Watch you crawl around on the ground like a worm? I have a show to do, dude. Unlike you, I actually fucking organize and put work into my show. I understand for you, you're just burning time. You could sit here for 12 hours. That'd make your life easier. You wouldn't have to go steal videos. But me, I planned this. I have a show. I have a schedule. This has stopped being interesting because you're just sitting there saying silly shit and doing the worm. So with that being said, thank you for calling. I feel like it was very illuminating, and I wish you the best, and I hope you have a great stream.